poor choices and decision land us into troubles most of the time. When the storm of life comes, you need the wisdom of God to withstand it. We cannot live our life saying, "Que sera, sera," what will be, will be. It's so easy to buy into human wisdom because it makes sense. God's wisdom doesn't always make sense. Most of the time, it doesn't make sense. If it always makes sense, then it won't be God. That is just the truth. In life, we do a lot of things on our own, thinking we are intelligent and educated. But we end up making a lot of mistakes, and at the end of the day, we will not run back to God. Been there, done that. So I'm going to take my text from 1 Corinthians 1:25 and 27. Amplified version of the Bible. This is because the foolishness of God is not foolishness at all. It's wiser than men, far beyond human comprehension. And the weakness of God is stronger than men, far beyond the limits of human effort. 27. But God has selected for his purpose the foolish things of the wise, the foolish things of the world to shame the wise, revealing their ignorance. And God has selected for his purpose the weak things of the world to shame the things which are strong, revealing their frailty. Isaiah 11:2. And the Spirit of the Lord will resist on him. And the Spirit of the Lord will rest on him. The Spirit of wisdom and understanding. The Spirit of counsel and strength. The Spirit of knowledge and of reverential obedience. The fear of God. What is wisdom? It's simply the ability to apply knowledge. The ability to use knowledge. Wisdom is the ability to live skillfully. You will agree with me that living your life, you have to be skillful about living your life. Wisdom is seeing life from God's viewpoint. His viewpoint might not make sense, but it's wise for you to see this life through God's wisdom. Do you really desire wisdom? How many times do you pray about it daily? How many times do you search on the internet for wisdom nuggets? I'm throwing that question to you. You know the answer. Wisdom factor. You're welcome. You're welcome. I can see you. Say hello, Mandy. You're welcome. Makrima. Whoa. You're welcome to the waiting room. There are some facts about wisdom. Number one, God's wisdom doesn't always make sense. No sound. Say no sound. Can you hear me? You want to say no sound? Just come and check up. If you can hear me, let me see your thumbs up. We've been having technical issues today, so please bear with us. Can you hear me? Let me just see, yes, if you can hear me. Someone is saying no sound. Okay, so that means it's your internet. They say, please check your internet. They can hear me. Okay. God's wisdom doesn't always make sense. Let's take Abraham's move. He has built his empire. Genesis 12. You know, built a city, built businesses. And then God just appears one day and he says, get out of my country, go to pack your load and go. As in, the children of nowadays will say, God, really? Are you kidding me? They will speak English for God. You want me to leave this place? You better have a rethink. And he gave him promises. I will make you a great nation. Really? Who promised help? Who great help? That's the kind of thing you will hear from our generation. But what did Abraham do? He moved without asking questions. Let's go to Elisha, 2 Kings. And he came, and you know the story, there was war in Syria and he came in and said, tomorrow morning, there was famine, no food, you know. And he said, tomorrow morning, you buy flour. Flour will be sold at that gate for a shekel. And people doubted him. People doubted him. We've been hungry. People have been even eating their children. And you're saying tomorrow morning. And somebody said, will heaven's gates open and windows and then food will be falling out of heaven? Guess what? The next day, by that time, the 4 lepers discovered food. God made it happen. That's not the sermon for today. But when Elisha said it, it didn't make sense. The children of the wall of Jericho is another big story that didn't make sense. If you are just joining, we're talking about God's wisdom versus human wisdom, and how God's wisdom most of the time when He talks to you, it doesn't make sense. And then there was war, and they wanted to, you know, bring down the walls of Jericho. And God says to them, march around 6 times for 6 days. And the 7th day, march around the wall of Jericho. And then after doing it for 7 times, then you scream. Seriously? We're going to be, you know, combating against some people with armor tanks, machine guns and everything, and you are telling us to go and scream? Jesus? Seriously? That's what our generation will say. And they will argue. Some will not even go. I'm not going for that kind of war. But they went. And what happened? The walls came down. Moses! God says, carry your rod and go and meet the king, Pharaoh. Your own will swallow their own. It wasn't make sense. He couldn't even speak. He was a stutterer. And you are saying I should go and free the, and God has him. I don't understand. What kind of message are you sending me now? It didn't make sense. And I bring it home by saying, I was in Ibadan, living my life, you know, making a few millions and even built a house. God asked me to move to Ibadan when I was at a critical stage in my life, some crisis. And after I've settled down beautifully, he came to me and said, move back to Lagos. To everyone, it wasn't making sense. It wasn't making sense. But I had to obey. It didn't make sense to me too. But I had to obey. So I remember someone came to me and told me, you moving? You build this kind of house, you're leaving this house to go and rent another house in Lagos? I said, when God speaks, I do not argue. I just move. And I moved in 2017. I look back in hindsight and I ask myself, The move, did it pay off? Oh yes. Oh yes, it did. God's wisdom doesn't always make sense to humans. But if we can just obey, at the end of the day, you will notice that you took the right decision. Number 2, wisdom gives you length of days. Proverbs 3:13-17 says, happy is the man who gains wisdom, riches and honor. Length of days is in his right hands. That means longevity. He will give you wisdom on your health. A lot of us joke about our health. We trivialize our health. We pursue money. How many times do you go for checkups? Coke, Fanta. There's no wisdom in taking those things. Ice cream. You see, anything that is sweet kills. That is the fact. Anything that is too sweet or sweet is not good for you. But you see the bitters. Nobody goes to bitter leaf. But you see, if you squeeze that bitter leaf and drink, the magic it does to your system. Then because of the tastes, people run away from it. And that's how life is. We like the sweet things. We don't like the bitter things. Being successful, you have to work hard. It's not that sweet. It's not that sweet. So, men pursue riches instead of pursuing wisdom. And at the end of the day, you will now start using that money that you make to pursue your health. Steve Jobs, in his dying bed, what did he say? He had time. Every dying man cries for time. You know why? So that he can correct his mistakes. That's for time. And he wished he did some things better. We are all here, we are still alive. What are we not doing right? Ask for God's wisdom. He will help you do it right. Be careful of the voices you listen to daily. Proverbs 5:1. My son, attend to my wisdom and bow thy ears to my understanding. What do you listen to? The internet has so many things on us. TV, music, books. Some music are inspired by the devil, some inspired by God. Likewise, books. Some inspired by God, some inspired by the devil. You go into your car, the FM is playing something, the news is, so it's, in the media, bad news sells. So they go for the bad news. They will not project good things. They will not project good story. It's just the one that will make the social media buzz. That's what they will project. Who do you listen to? Who do you listen to? Mommy Z, you're welcome. Let me see, read what she said. Because we jump at visibility more than content. That's why we ignore the pursuit of wisdom, which is the real wealth. That's true. Pursuit of wisdom is the real wealth. Thank you for your thoughts. I appreciate you. Mr. Know-it-all. That's another category. We are talking about wisdom facts right now. Some people know it all. They are so opinionated that it's their own that is correct. If that's how you are, it's not wise. Learn the act of listening. It's skill. Listening is a skill. And so I get this open gathering and some people just come because they are doctors and all that. They will not start, it's like this in 1900. Hello, who told you that? Is it aristocrat or whatever their name of those philosophers? Who told you they are always right? Is it inspired by God? Chapter what, verse what? Then you know them. They just feel they know it all. So they will have to put their opinions on you. Some people even know that they are wrong, but the way they will argue the case, you will wonder. You have the facts. They are wrong, but they will argue blindly. Be careful who you listen to. Be careful the people that surround you, because somehow you catch it, whether you like it or not. You catch it. They can influence you. Their energy can influence you. If it's a negative energy, it brings you down. If it's positive, it takes you up. Mr. Jerry says, be careful of the words you listen to daily. Very, very important. Wisdom is sealed. Facts about wisdom. You can't get it off on a surface level. You can't get wisdom on a surface level. Isaiah 29:11 says, the book that is sealed and given to the learned, and it says, I cannot read it. Long and short of this is that there are some books you cannot read, you understand with mere reading. It's not possible. There are some hidden things. Secret place. You've heard of witty invention. You think you see that on surface level? No. You have to dig deep to get those interpretations. Have you ever wondered, you read one book, another person reads the same book, and you don't get anything from it. But somebody else will read it and and then the person will catch rema. You wonder, is it the same book? Is it the same message I listened to? God has revealed something for someone in that same book. Now, how do you get wisdom? If you want to live your life, wisdom changes our lives, especially the wisdom that comes from God. The more we get wisdom, our life becomes better. So how do you get wisdom? Number one, the first step is being wise. In being wise is wanting to be wise. Let me ask you a question. Do you really desire wisdom? How many times do you pray about wisdom? Daily. How many times do you go to the internet to search for wisdom nuggets? Bible says in Proverbs 4:7 that the first step to becoming wise is to look for wisdom. You look for it. You desire it. So use everything you have to get wisdom. Everything. Get understanding. Buy books in the areas of your need. You don't just go buying books anyhow. Go for seminars. Ask questions. Do you have mentors? Do you have coaches? This is where they come handy. Because those who are before you. So they are wise. There are some things that they know that you also don't know and that you want to know. So you can use them to get some words, some form of wisdom. And when you're approaching coaches, please be careful. Because some people just make up and say, I approach that coach and no. The way and manner, what way and manner did you use to approach that coach? So I'll tell you two people that approached me this week. I don't know if Cynthia is here. I want you to mentor me. Okay, I gave her my number. And then he sent me a message, a nasty message, that I've been trying to reach you and you refuse to answer me. I've sent you messages. I said, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I usually don't use this messengers often. That's why I did not respond to you. Okay, well done. I greeted him and everything. I said, is anything the matter? Do you want me to attend to any issue? He said no. Listen, he said no. That he just wanted to chat with me. I blocked. I don't have time for time wasters. You want to approach, okay, so later I now read that I want you to mentor me. You've already shut the door. Be wise. Don't trivialize access. I don't do that. If I see that you have what I desire, I try to get to you. I buy all your books if you have written books. I buy your messages. I buy your CDs. I give you gifts. That's how I enter my mentors. I ensure that there's something that you need that I have. I even help. If they have shows, if they have, I offer my services for free. You want a mentor? You go about it the right way. Number 2, always ask God. How do we get, we're talking about how do we get wisdom? Always ask God. Whatever has tied your mouth has tied your destiny. That's just it. Whatever tied your mouth has tied your destiny. James 1:5-6 says, if any of you lack wisdom, you should ask God, who gives to everyone generously without rebuke or blame. He doesn't blame me for being foolish. We are all foolish. But if you ask God, He dishes it out. It will amaze you how He gives wisdom. God's path is always fulfilling. I'm a witness to that. God's path is always fulfilling. He never makes mistakes. But in the human eyes, this thing that God is saying doesn't make sense. Let me do my own. The answer to complex problems of life is in your spirit. If you have the leading, He reveals things to you to the tiniest details of your life. I shared a post this week about how they were putting some budget together for my house for the month of June, and then when I saw the list, I was like, this is too much. This is over 100,000 naira. Let's start kicking off. The first thing I kicked out was basmati rice. I like it, but when I saw that, they're like, okay, let me remove this one first. I struck that one out, and few minutes after, when we finished with the budget, someone called me, like, I'm bringing something to your house. I'm like, what? He said, rice. I said, rice? I'm not expecting any rice. What kind of rice is this one? I'm not expecting. The man said, is your name not there? Then my details and everything. I'm like, yes, my address. I'm like, okay, come. By the time he got here, guess the rice. The exact rice that I struck off. Some people say, no, He knows the tiniest details of your needs. That's how God works. The tiniest details. When I say that the answer to complex problems of life is in your spirit. What if the Go-Kada guys and Go-Pay guys? Ask God. They had a fantastic business model. Fantastic business model. And they were making money. I even heard the week they were shut down, that they were even bringing in about 15,000 bikes. But guess what? There was an existing law. I go to the next point with that. There was an existing law, and the law says, before, I think it was Governor Fashola that put that law. No bikes on major roads in Lagos. I don't know how they got into the market. Maybe they gave somebody money or whatever. I don't know how they got. And they got a license to operate. When they were asked to leave, you know, I was among those that signed petition and did all that for them to come back. But guess what shut our mouths? There was an existing law. Asking God, we talked about always ask God, and right now we have asked God for wisdom to obey authorities. If you don't obey authorities, you are going to pay dearly. If they had known that, if they had looked at the existing law of Lagos, they wouldn't have gone into that business. So they lost money. I mean, in millions. They did all they could, but they went back. The Lagos state government went back to that existing law. That there is an existing law. So sorry, you can't come back. What if they asked the Holy Spirit? I'm sure I would have brought that one out for them first before they went into the business. Matthew 22:21 says, render unto Caesar what belongs to Caesar. We are talking about ask God for wisdom to obey authorities. Wherever you are, there are existing laws. You have to obey authorities. You are in Lagos. You drive one way. What will happen to you? Lasma is your friend. Wisdom. And what will happen? The day they caught me, I was in Unilag. You know, there are some hidden, what is it called? One way signage in Lagos that Lasma, that's what they used to talk. So I wasn't familiar with the place. And then I appeared one way, like 150 Lasma people in front of me. Just, what that no? They said, Madam, did you see the signage? I said, but that signage is hidden now. I said, sorry. They told my car. And I parted with 30 or 40,000 naira. I paid the fine. So if you are wise, you will not fall into problems. You will not fall into it. So anywhere you are, what belongs to Caesar, you better give it to him. If not, you get into trouble. Remember Jesus and the fish? Jesus, he brought out the penny and gave it to them to go and pay for their taxes. Number 4, you need God's viewpoint on everything. You need God's viewpoint. Ecclesiastes 1:9 says, all things continue the way they have been since the beginning. There's nothing new under this earth. Nothing is new. So all you need to do is to ask God for an existing idea. And then you go and add your own. Ask for inspiration. For those of you that are in business, ask God for inspiration. That new thing, that existing business, there's something you can add to it and it will become a new business. Ask God. Always ask God. Always ask God. But here's what humans do. We do our own and we run into a problem and we run back to God. That's what we always do. I've been there. I'm not saying I've not done that. We always run into a problem because, hey, we do ours first. And when we run into real issues, we will not remember God. We will not carry big Bible, go and cry to God, Father. But what you were supposed to do was to ask God first, so that you will not run into problems. Number 5, humility is key. If you're wise, humility is key. Proverbs 11:2 says, when pride comes, then comes disgrace. But with humility comes wisdom. God resists the proud and gives grace to the humble. There are a lot of people that are proud. You might not know that you are proud. A lot of us live in places that we cannot afford. A lot of us drive cars that we don't have business driving. A lot of us put our children in schools that we cannot afford. It's not wisdom. And so someone sent me a message, some people just placed me this high and then sent me a message that they need money for their children's school fees. A lady, She just was like, okay, so how much is the school fees? She said 1.2 million. I said, for school fees? Okay. So what will you do because I don't have 1.2 million? I said, first of all, do you know how much my children's school fees? If you put all of them together, the three of them, it's not up to 1 million. You have just one child, and you're taking that child to a school of 1.2 million. What do? She sews. The husband is the contractor. See, don't do things that make them disgrace your children. If you know that you cannot afford that school, and you see that letter that they put in children, stop humiliating your children. They don't put letters in their bags and tell them to go home and return them. See, why don't you take them to the schools that you can afford and do a little bit at home as addition? Wisdom. See that money, you can use it to do other things. I know people that live in Lekki, VGC, and the rest of them that don't have business living there. And when it's the end of the year, they start running air to look for money. And some of them come to me sometimes. I say, where do I live? Aja. Can I live in Lekki and VGC? Yes, I can afford it. But hello, I'm building structures to support my lifestyle when I finally get there. Some people don't have any structure. If you see the cars they drive, just because of status, why are you trying to impress? Hello, that person you're trying to impress is not even looking at you. That is the truth. So don't even waste your time and energy. Proverbs 21:20 says, the wise man saves for the future, but the foolish man spends whatever he gets. Are you wise or foolish? Wisdom pipe, your wisdom, another version says your wisdom pipe is blocked if you spend everything. Some people spend everything. Some people spend everything. And when that money comes, you get into a supermarket, maybe ShopRite and the rest of it. You know those items speak. They have voices. Especially when you have money in your account. The thing will say, pick me, pick me, pick me. You can afford it. Remember that alert I just sent out. I avoid those places. I only go when there is, what is it called? Special location. I have small shops around me. That's where I shop. Because anytime I notice that anytime I enter those stores, 20-something thousand. For those of you that are not in Nigeria, over $50. One expenses, one trip. You go the next time, you spend 13,000, 15,000, and you're like, wait, how much are you earning? So there's wisdom in avoiding some places because you see those beautifully, those items that are beautifully put on those stores. They speak, they have voices, and they will tell you, I want to come and buy me because you have money. To be wise, you need a coach and a mentor. Don't let anyone deceive you. Always ask for counsel from people that are higher than you. Always ask for counsel. It helps me a lot. It has helped me in my life. True wisdom equals true success. One of the wisest things to do daily is when you wake up, you tell God, you ask God for wisdom. Daily, I ask God for wisdom daily. My thoughts, my thinking process, the word, everything. Business, I ask God for wisdom for everything. My children, my life, everything. And I ask God for every aspect of wisdom. You don't know what the day holds. You plan, you strategize, you do all sorts, you do your schedule. But you need God to breathe on your plan. Because none of us knows what tomorrow holds. All of us, we all have, what is it called, schedule for tomorrow, itinerary for tomorrow. Do you know if you wake up tomorrow? All of us slept one day and we woke up, match COVID, everybody stay at home. That's how it is. But when you have the wisdom of God in you, sometimes in fact, most of the times it prepares you for what is coming. 1 Corinthians 1:30 says, you are in Christ, who became wisdom from God. Jesus is wisdom. Is all that you need to access wisdom. You know where you are in Christ. You know where you are. If you know you're not in the right stead, you know what to do. It doesn't discriminate, it doesn't segregate. Go back to Him. Connect back as a son for you to be wise, for you to know the deep things. There are deep things. Wisdom is not gotten from surface level, I tell you. When you see people that are successful, there are some things. So if it's not coming from God, it's coming from the devil. You choose one. There's no middle ground. There's no middle ground. Because the things that you need to move your life forward are deep. They are in secret places. You don't just wake up and then, no. I sleep and I get revelations on how I should do my business or where to go, on ideas. I don't read them in books. It comes from revelation. Sometimes it's trance. I just close my eyes like this and then pictures will just come in flashes. And I just run and write them down. As it works for me, yes. But most of the time when God tells you to do something, it will not make sense to you. But don't ask questions. Just move and ensure that you do what He has told you to do. And with this, we come to the end of today's edition of the Waiting Room. Father, we ask for wisdom today. Help us to be wise, Lord. Teach us how to number our days. The Spirit of the Lord will rest on each and every one of us this week in the name of the Lord Jesus. The Spirit of wisdom, the Spirit of understanding will envelope us in the name of the Lord Jesus. The Spirit of counsel and strength will be with each and every one of us. Just like amen if you agree to this prayer. Hallelujah. The Spirit of the fear of God will come upon us in Jesus' mighty name. Our week is blessed. Our week is prosperous. Father, bless the works of our hand. Father, we give you all the glory. We are wise people. Open the secrets of the earth to us, O God. Give us knowledge and understanding of God on our daily life and how to carry it out. Father, we thank you. We give you all the glory, we give you all the praise. In Jesus' mighty name we pray. Amen.
Hi, my name is Joyce Ugbosu. You're welcome to my YouTube channel. Please click the subscribe button and turn on notifications.